Hey people, welcome to another 2026 World Cup video special here on JimMunroTV with me, Jim Munro, and Leo Munro in a very hot and sweltering London. And we're here today to look at who we think has made our team of the group stage. Not a combined team of the group stage, we're going to do our own teams of the group stage. So you have a little listen and see what you think of our choices. If you think you know better than us, let us know in the comments down below. So, where better to start than in goal? Who have you gone for?
I have gone with a man who's won many hearts, Vozinha of Cape Verde.
Right.
Just obviously the performance against Spain was iconic.
Yeah.
World Cup folklore. Clean sheet in the final game as well to help send them through to the knockout rounds, which is an incredible story.
Yeah. Well, I've gone old school. I've got my journalist notebook here with all my scribblings, and I've gone for Vozinha of Cape Verde for exactly the same reasons as my colleague and much loved son here has gone for as well. So if it comes to combining a team, I don't think we've got any argument there as to who's going to be keeper. Vozinha is the man.
Was there anyone else you were considering, or was it clear for you?
The trouble is Cape Verde are the story, and he is kind of the face of it all, and particularly the whole thing about his mum couldn't make it, and now camera's panning to her every time he even blows his nose during the game. So yeah, I mean, there's who else has put in a great performance?
There was Eloy Room for Curacao, 15 saves in that one game.
Yeah, that was a good effort.
Yeah,
it's a good effort.
It's just the conceding 7 against Germany, even if it's not his fault, it's a bit difficult.
That's the problem is it's finding someone who's been consistent over all of the group games, rather than someone who was like spectacular in one and then was a complete. Unfair to call him a duffer.
Yeah.
But I hear what you're saying. He did put in one particularly good man of the match performance. But yeah, Vozinha is the face and the romance of the World Cup so far. Right, so fullbacks. I was tempted, just to interrupt, just tempted to say we should do the forwards next, because I know it's not doing it in a proper way, but I've got some pretty predictable people in my lineup, and you've probably been very good and virtuous and picked like a left winger or a right winger. I've dispensed with that. I've just gone full out strikers. But no, let's carry on. Let's do fullbacks.
Should we start left or right?
Let's go left.
I have call it a boring pick, but I do feel he's been the best, and I think he's the best left back in the world. I've gone for Nuno Mendes for Portugal.
Interesting, yeah.
Just the creative spark that he brings has been so important.
Yeah.
And of course, brilliant free kick against Uzbekistan too.
Yeah. I've been impressed with a few defenders in this tournament so far, but also there've been some very good team defences, if you like. And I think one team that's been good at defending is Team USA. One guy who caught my eye from that defence, I know you've got Reem the captain. Reem! Who's getting on a bit now. He's almost as old as me. No, he's not. I'm a lot older. But yeah, Anthony Robinson. I've got like left back Anthony Robinson. So he's been my choice. A couple of games he was playing through, he was just. I just thought he was worldly. And in a World Cup 11, you need worldly people. So that's why I've gone for Anthony Robinson.
I did look at a couple of the American boys, but the fact they only played 2 of the 3 games, I thought, they've not played every group game, whereas someone like Nuno Mendes, more consistent.
Yeah.
Been there, delivered.
Done the business.
Yeah.
Not sat and watched the third game from the bench. Yeah, okay. So then who have you plumped for right back? I've got a feeling this is someone that we both... Well, I'm assuming you might pick the same person as me. I'll let you talk. I'll shut up.
This one was... I think this was the first one I wrote down. It's like I had this in mind. I've gone Daniel Munoz for Colombia.
He's there in the book. He's in the book. Yeah, I've gone for the same guy.
I mean, the winner in their second game scored in their first game as well, I think, to put them 1-0 up.
Yeah.
Just so many important moments for them, as he's shown for Crystal Palace.
Yeah.
He's just brought that form to the national team.
He's got so much energy. But unlike some people who can be great bombing forward and a bit suspect defending, he's good at defending as well, which is basically what he's there for, is why he's employed. So yeah, that's Daniel Munoz all the way for me.
So, centre back, should we go one at a time or both?
Let's go one at a time.
Alright. I think this might be shared. I've got Virgil van Dijk of the Netherlands.
This is becoming a bit samey, isn't it? Might be because we share opinions, support the same football team and everything, I don't know. We're not big Van Dijk fans in general just recently. Thought he'd lost a bit of form, but in this World Cup tournament, goal and assist in 3 games. He's led the defensive line superbly for the Netherlands.
I did think there was maybe less options for variety in the defence in this compared to midfield and attack. So I did expect some repeats, but like you said, he's sort of been maybe not at his very best, but certainly been close to it.
Yeah.
I think it's a deserved position. Interested to see who your second centre back is.
I did think long and hard about this. The centre back, the other part of the centre back pairing that I've gone for is someone who's played for a team who've been so impressive going forward that people haven't really paid much attention to what they're doing in defence. And I'll just tell you, Upamecano of France is what I've gone for. I just think he's been not just consistent. I think when there have been those moments when France have looked a bit weak, he's the man who seems to be bailing out his fellow colleagues out of trouble, and he's the one who's been the consistent performer out of that back line. So he's the man I've gone for.
He was someone I wrote down to consider, but he's not who I've gone with.
Right.
I've gone back to Cape Verde and that double clean sheet.
2 CVs and on the World Cup CV.
I think it was a toss-up between both centre-backs. I think they've both been great, but I have gone for Roberto Lopez, the man contacted via LinkedIn to change from Irish.
I could see, again, I mean, I like that. You've gone for like one of the great stories of the World Cup, even ahead of Vizinho, because he sort of became more known when he actually started keeping clean sheets, 2 clean sheets out of 3 games. But he's got a great story, hasn't he? As you say, he spent a year ignoring messages, thinking it was some kind of trolling scam, or the kind of rubbish you get for saying you won the lottery or something. But as it turned out, no, they wanted him to play for Cape Verde. Well, you can probably tell a bit more of the story.
Well, that's the thing. They contacted him a year later in English this time, and he thinks, why not? I just think, story aside, I just think it's been brilliant. Body on the line.
Yeah.
Giving it all, and again his centre back partner Borges, that was a toss up for me between the two. Yeah. But I just elected for Lopez in the end.
Okay, so if we came to it, Upamecano and Lopez, well, who would you put in, people? If we were trying to combine our 11s, who do you think we should put in? Should it be the tried and trusted Upamecano, or should it be that great World Cup fairy tale story of Lopez? Let us know in the comments down below. Right, midfield. Are you going to go?
Yeah.
You go.
I had quite a few names down.
Yeah.
And I've whittled it down to 3. I'll start.
That helps when you've got a 3-man midfield. Sorry. I'll shut up.
I'll start with Bruno Guimaraes. It's a
very samey World Cup 11s, isn't it? Very samey World Cup 11.
Is it 3 assists he's got?
It's 3 assists. I don't know how you knew that. I don't know how I knew that. Maybe because I researched it beforehand, because I put him in my World Cup 11 just like you have.
But I think he's been the best part of that Brazil midfield. I think maybe they all struggled a bit in that midfield against Morocco, but certainly against Haiti and Scotland ran the show.
Yeah, I think they were being done a bit for pace in the opening game, but I think it wasn't just them. I think the whole Brazil team's a bit lethargic in that opening. But certainly it's got his mate Paquetá holding onto the ball and doing his little flicks, and Casemiro still going strong and looking ever impressive. But Guimaraes, Bruno Guimaraes,
and he might earn a move to Arsenal off the back of this tournament.
Yes, being very strongly linked with now a move to Arsenal as well, because obviously they don't have enough players, so they've got to buy even more, bigger, better players. Okay, well, he's nailed on. Who'd you go for next?
I've gone for a German. I've gone for Felix Nemecha.
Okay, I did consider Nemecha. I did, yeah.
I think he's just shown how well-rounded he is as a footballer, and you're already seeing transfer links for up to 80 million for him to the likes of Liverpool. I just think he's been the best part of that German midfield, and it was crucial in the win against Curacao, where they obviously ended up running up the score. I thought he was, again, very good against the Ivory Coast.
Yeah.
Then Ecuador, I thought he wasn't certainly one of the poorer performers in that game.
No. I've my next midfielder, I've actually gone for someone from Japan. And there's 2 good reasons. One, he's an excellent player, full of running. But 2, Japan are a team who they haven't really got any sort of out-and-out strikers regularly scoring goals, and so they've had to rely on Daichi Kamada bursting from midfield. A couple of goals in this tournament. Again, someone who's played in the Premier League, but again, someone who's very impressive. And he was impressive in his days at Eintracht Frankfurt as well. So he's someone we've been aware of for a long time. And I think this tournament he's really blossomed. So that's why I've gone for Daichi Kamada.
Yeah, he's someone I wrote down in my nominations. He was very close to getting in. think he's about to sign a new contract with Palace.
So that's what the word is. We've been here over the last couple of days, and I don't blame them for trying to tie him down, because he's a very important player.
Third and final midfielder. I think he only actually started his nation's third game in the group, but I was very impressed with him.
Oh, okay.
I've gone for Swiss midfielder Johan Manzambi.
Okay, so when we rewind and you said, well, actually you've gone for someone because he'd played in all 3 games, so you thought it's only fair to pick someone who's played in all 3 games, you now turned that on its head and gone for someone who's played 2 minutes.
Because in the second game, he came off the bench, 2 goals.
Right.
Very important.
Yeah.
And then scored again in the final game to secure them top of the group.
Fair enough.
So I think he's very much earned his place in that.
He's contributed in a big way.
I think he's more than contributed.
He's been the main reason.
Dominated.
Okay. I think you might have had this guy down as well. I'm just trying to make sure I pronounce his surname correctly. Ismail Sabari of Morocco. 3 goals. Did he have an assist as well? I can't remember. I know he's got 3 goals anyway. And he's someone who, when I've been looking forward to Morocco's games, he's the person we've kept our eye on, because we've been thinking, again, he's such a good threat coming forward from midfield. And that's half the reason that teams are successful is their strike force, and the other half is you've got people who can contribute goals. And of course, getting people from midfield who can do that for you is essential. And I think we're seeing in this World Cup some strong midfield contributions, and for me, he's one of those players who's certainly living up to the pre-tournament billing.
Yeah, definitely been a very forward-thinking player, and like you say, scored in every game, didn't he?
Yeah.
So can't argue with that.
Yeah, 1 goal a game. Yeah, ideal. Okay, now the front 3. I might be accused of being boring here, but I'll let you go ahead and then see how we get on.
On the right, I have Lionel Messi.
Never heard of him. What has he done in this World Cup?
Yeah, I mean, shown that he's still very much one of the best players in the world, hasn't he?
Yeah.
I don't even need to tell people what he's done. You just need to watch and see.
Yeah. And of course he's now the record goal scorer, and he's got his 200th appearance for Argentina in this tournament as well. No big surprises to find out that I've got him in the team as well. Next up,
on the left wing, I've got a man who, coming into this tournament, I actually had a bit of doubts over. I've gone for Vinicius Junior. Because he'd not really delivered consistently for Brazil before this tournament. No. Whereas now, I think he's been their star man in every game and really taken the reins from the ageing Neymar as that star forward player. Yeah. I think he's been brilliant for them.
Yeah, and I think as well, he's been lively from the start. He's not done a sort of waft in and out of games. He's made his mark, scored early against Scotland. He actually got 2 against Scotland. The second one was disallowed, wasn't it? He's
got another.
It's probably unfair to say coming of age because he's been around for a while, but certainly he's proving his worth now in a major tournament.
Have you got him in as well?
I haven't. I've got 2 more players, one of which is Kylian Mbappe. He's got 4 goals and 2 assists. I know he didn't score the other night. Yeah. But honestly, the thing for me as well was in that opening match for France, I'll be honest, he did nothing for an hour. He looked disinterested. He lost control of the ball every time it got anywhere near him. It looked like he was running into lampposts rather than running into space. Just nothing was happening. And then Michael Olise clicked into gear and started pinging some beautiful passes through, and Mbappe just came to life. Scored some great goals, and then he's just carried that on. He hasn't looked back since then.
My striker, my 11th player, is Kylian Mbappe.
Right.
Like you say, he's just been in brilliant form. He comes alive for the World Cups. And even like his 2 assists that you mentioned, they're not just, he's passed it to the side. They're good passes.
Battling assists.
Set up Dembele.
Yeah.
But just think Mbappe at the World Cup, possibly an argument for greatest World Cup player ever. Certainly France are to win it this year. Poor old Dembele. He gets a hat-trick the other day and he hasn't even got a sniff. Of being in this team. My final player is Erling Haaland. I just think it's his first World Cup. It was his chance to show people what he could do. Would he be a bit stage struck? Would he get stage fright? It's like, this was his chance to say, look, I'm here and I score goals. This is what I do. For those of you who've
not been aware of what I've been up to in the Premier League these past few seasons, and just 4 goals. Was it 2 in each game?
Yeah.
Interesting that Norway rested him for that France game. Could that be a bit of tactical thinking, just in case they meet France later on in the tournament? I don't know.
think, well, they can only meet in the final, can't they?
Just didn't want the humiliation of having their first 11 getting thrashed, so put in the second 11. Okay.
Stranlers.
Ooh. Great missed penalty from Strand Larsen in that game as well, yeah. So there we have it. That is our World Cup team of the group stage 11s. 2 separate teams, well, a very, very similar names being mentioned in those. Obviously, I've been throwing some graphics around so you can see who we've chosen. But let us know if you've got a good case, good argument for someone that we perhaps missed, that you think that should have been put in, that you can justify their inclusion. If you think that's the case, let us know in the comments down below. And until we see you next time, you stay cool.